Hey everyone, selamat datang. Welcome back to the channel. This is episode 7 of our adventure with Aloy. Di episode sebelumnya kita udah selesai ngelawan Derval ya, yang mau hancurin Meridian juga. Dan ternyata dia punya motif lain, motif kebenciannya, karena dia juga suka sama Ursa. Kita juga udah bantuin Olin. So yeah, now we have to go to the Maker's End. Ini perjalanannya lumayan jauh ya. Kita harus cari clue tentang ibunya Aloy. So yeah, without further ado, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and of course subscribe to the channel for more videos. So yeah, let's get into it.
Maker's End. Not much farther now. Olin said he found an image of the woman I resemble on an ancient device. If she's my mother, why would there be traces of her all the way out here? So far from Noraland. I don't get it. Who is she?
Her name is Elizabeth Sobek.
You. Spying through my focus again? Well, go on. What do you know about her?
Stay on your present course, and before long, you'll know her as well as I do. Maybe better. But be wary. Maker's End is crawling with Eclipse troops. To help you deal with them, I've left some useful equipment just outside the ruins. Your focus will show the location.
Okay.
Who is he and how does he know these things? He said Elizabeth Sobek. What kind of name is that?
I think it's your name, Aloy Sobek. Okay, we have new machine again. It's a charger. Oh no, ini kambing bro. Ini kambing. Kita udah masuk ke daerah hutan-hutan lagi nih. Guys, what is that? It's big. Behemoth. Oh my god, guys. Behemoth.
Now's my chance.
Pincang.
There! Helpful.
Nice. Oke, di mana ini? Ini kayak mirip rumah sakit, gedung hotel. Sini bersalju, guys. Oke, where should we go first?
Right where he said it would be. Not a bad selection. I'll put those to use. Why
Okay.
are you doing this?
Because I want you to succeed. Good hunting. We'll talk later.
Wait! Damn him.
What is this place? Bandit camp, probably.
I've been seen.
something.
What?
Corrupted watchers. Acting as guards.
What? What the?
Eclipse, just like he said.
Unexpected. Oke, kemana kan api? Nice. Okay, that's it. Okay, up here. Oh my god, look at this
An
place.
explosion.
Ooh, what is that?
Another explosion.
Oke, siapa yang ledak-ledakin ini? Ada apa guys? Ada apa guys? Oke, gimana turun ini?
Rotate turret! And fire! All weapons operational. Time to get it moving.
Deathbringer.
And be quick about it. No daydreaming. Soon this demon will be up and running. Another Deathbringer to fill the ranks.
Oke, Deathbringer weakness-nya petir,
Has to be
listrik,
one of the
api.
Deathbringers Olin talked about. Fitting name. I'll never get into that tower. Unless I destroy that thing first.
Oke. How do we do this? There are a lot of guys, watchers. Maybe we can go from there.
Take it slow, quiet.
Oke. So far so good. Ah elah.
Focus. It stopped working.
I've disabled his focus. The rest is up to you.
Oh my god.
Steam's blasting out. I wonder if there's a leak.
Oh. God damn. Kita bunuh dulu yang manusia-manusia. Oke, kita bakar aja ya. I think it's easy. Gimana naiknya nih guys?
The shadow will reach you wherever you go.
Sini. Lewat sini. Di sini, Brody. Buset, susah banget kena kepalanya ya.
Did it. Those things pack a punch. All right. That Eclipse officer had a focus. Let's see what's on it.
Gimana? Oh, di bawah situ. Oke.
Let's see what you have to say.
Corruption?
What is this?
The entity lives. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
What the hell was that? Hades? Hey! Mysterious stranger, did you see that? No answer, huh? Figures.
Huh.
Things just keep getting stranger. I need to find a way inside the tower.
Squeeze through the crack. Okay, let's get inside. Okay, this is gonna be our first time after so long getting to the ruins.
Hold for identiscan.
One of these again.
Okay. Identity not confirmed.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. Please step inside.
Finally. Jadi wajahnya udah jelas mirip ya sama ibunya ya. Oke. Search for information about Elizabeth Sobek. Oke.
Dr. Sobek, you are 355,510 days overdue for your meeting with Mr. Farrell. Please proceed to the 35th floor.
Wait. 350,000. That's hundreds of years ago. What's going on?
Jadi Eloy, oh ya jelas lah Eloy kan nggak tahu ya. Oke, let's unfold the mystery. Oke, let's go. Ini lift guys. Oke, kita explore sedikit dulu ya. Oke, tapi nggak ada apa-apa juga sih. Kita lanjut. Everything is frozen. Hundreds of thousand years. Bayangin lu di masa depan tapi balik ke masa lalu, ngerti gak sih? Dari masa depan, udah di masa depan tapi kembali ke zaman bahula, tapi di zaman bahula tersebut di masa depan tersebut seperti bingung lah. Kayak a mix of future and past, like what I said in episode 1.
A Deathbringer. Or a statue of one, anyway. A machine built to kill. And they honored it?
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today. With over 25,000 human employees based in nations and corporate holdings across the globe, Faro leads the world in every sector of self-sustaining, fully automated technology. From revolutionary consumer products close to home, like the Faro Focus, to the dynamic chariot line of peacekeeping robots halting bloodshed in conflict zones across the globe, Faro remains committed to making the future smarter, brighter, safer, and always surprising. Faro Automated Solutions. For every problem of life, a smart solution.
What was this place? What were they doing here?
It was a corporation. A group of people not unlike a tribe. And they made machines.
Yeah, go on.
I've uploaded some data files to your Focus. They'll help you understand.
Oke. Jadi memang sengaja dibuat ya. Jadi semua itu, tapi kok bisa macam-macam? Why they are made so many machines they make then? How they spread it across the world, across the globe? Like they made Snapmaw, they make the crocodile machine, they made Thunderjaw and everything. What was the purpose of all this? Tujuannya apa untuk bisa
I can't spare the weight.
dibikin oleh Faro Corporation terus disebar di seluruh dunia?
The air. There's no smell to it. Not even Old Death. Nothing natural. Another cave-in. But I could get through.
Oke. Kaget aing.
Looks like I can climb here.
Ya, kita manjat dulu ya. Terus ke atas nih. Ayo, kiri. Kanan. Nice parkour animations, really good.
Made it.
All right.
Looks like the way up. What's left of it.
Tinggi juga, Brody. Oke.
Gonna be a long way up. Frozen metal most of the way. Not making this easy, Dr. Sobek.
Yeah, that's your mom.
If plants can find a way to hang on up here, guess I can too.
What is this? Oh, nothing. I thought I can scan it. How? Oh, okay.
Forget the cold. Think of the sun on your skin.
Oh, never mind. I thought I was dead. Jump. Udah tinggi banget nih. Sudah tinggi sekali nih. Nah,
Can't
kan
carry more.
bener kayak facility kayak iya bener sih corporation is like I don't know mungkin di negara mungkin di Amerika atau di mana gitu zaman dulu ya. Ini kayak gedung-gedung fasilitas with laboratorium that kind of thing dan mereka somehow develop machines yang dibikin seperti kebun binatang. Ya nggak sih? Tapi macam-macam ya. Tujuannya apa ya? Nggak cuman kebun binatang, bro. Masalahnya ada yang kayak dinosaurus juga. Gile. Kok bisa ke atas bisa ke sini dah? Apakah itu sesuatu tentang rahasia? Ya kemungkinan ada kayak
Looks good.
tempat buat ngambil supply or something. Atau mungkin jangan tembus aja kali. Wah iya sudah. Nah ini nah tembusannya. Oh iya, bisa langsung ke situ. Bandasi incident.
A way up. All it takes is a few good handholds.
All this high, sudah setinggi ini. You guys wanna know my intrusive thought that I wanna jump here? Should we jump? Like, yeah, I know we're gonna die. My intrusive thought win. I don't know. Intrusive thought. No, intrusive thought. No.
All right, made it. Wonder what we'll find.
Ruang rapat.
All data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy Alpha privileges to recover purged data?
Oh yes, I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
Secure 3 ZB storage rack, 6% power remaining.
Elizabeth, good to, it's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
All right, this promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone.
Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another file has been recovered.
This isn't a glitch. It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots
Peacekeepers.
that consume biomass as fuel,
In emergencies.
and you made them incapable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean?
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted.
The Faro robots threatened all life on Earth. But somehow she defeated them. The world of the old ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
A final Pharaoh has been recovered.
Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? This? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I am speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me. I'll sign.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
God forgive me.
What made her solution so terrible? What did she do to stop the robots?
Executive access detected. Express lift opened.
Okay, so let's put it on the perspective. So basically, the title Zero Dawn is like an operation. It's like Operation Zero Dawn. So it's Elizabeth Sobek or Aloy's mother yang mau membersihkan glitch atau membersihkan error di robot-robotnya. Karena robot-robot tersebut ini kayak Tony Stark sih sebenarnya ya. Intinya si Ted Faro itu mau bikin peacekeepers dan robot-robot tersebut adalah peacekeepersnya dia yang dia mau buat untuk kedamaian dunia mungkin ya, peacekeepers ya, tapi somehow gagal.
This doesn't add up. Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish. Do you really have no idea how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So, you have a face. Got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose. I've spent decades searching the ruins of the old ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that Faro robots destroyed their civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime, and what you want to know is my name. Silence. That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
Silence. Oh, iya. Siapa ini aktor yang main di John Wick? Let me search that quick ya. Oh, Lance Reddick. Oh, yeah, Lance Reddick. See your point.
All right, Silence. You've made your point. I came to these ruins hoping to learn more about this Elizabeth Sobek. And I have, but I still don't understand my connection to her. Or why the Eclipse is trying to kill me. Or who Hades is. No answers, just one question after another.
Exactly. Which is why it's time to expand your frame of inquiry. Only then will you see just how big your problems really are.
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth Sobek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Pharaoh robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The Old One's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
Not so fast, Silence. You've got some explaining to do.
I've told you quite enough. If you've still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
You said you've known for some time that Pharaoh war machines destroyed the civilization of the Old Ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now, I never knew the full scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
But the robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of? Now, if that's enough talking, be on your way.
Oh no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything. All I have to do is take this thing off my head, and you'll be blind, deaf, and dumb. So quit complaining and answer my questions.
Very well. Proceed.
Who are you, Silence? And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal? I'm a lone wanderer who left his tribe behind a long time ago. An explorer of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the Eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the Eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I am nothing if not independent.
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I don't know. The Eclipse describe him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil.
That thing that spoke to me outside, that made that focus explode. That was Hades? It didn't seem like a person or a machine. More like a phantom. With a terrible voice.
All that's certain is that he wants you dead.
Because of my connection to Elizabeth. Has to be.
Hades is using the Eclipse to resurrect Pharaoh robots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
In some of the ancient data I've recovered, there are hints of so-called super weapons being developed. Maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the Old Ones had to destroy itself.
You've been using my focus to spy on me. How's that possible?
Every focus emits a signal, a voice that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together, how to make them talk to each other, to communicate, even over vast distances.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation. In principle, it's not so different from how you override machines. I override focuses.
And you can spy through other Eclipse's focuses too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is complicated.
Is there any chance that Elizabeth Sobek could still be alive somehow?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques. Pharmaceuticals, mostly, an ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Freezing and unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it. But there were problems with it. Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal. But this is speculation. Wasting time.
Elizabeth told Ted Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists as a ruin. The Asaram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the Eastern Mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait. Someday we'll meet in person, and your manners had better be improved. Well, getting down will be a lot faster than getting up here, at least. U.S. Robot Command next. To learn the secrets of Zero Dawn.
Okay, for all of you out there, as usual, you can skip all the conversation. There was a long conversation, but very daging ya. Jadi isinya benar-benar informasi yang sangat penting buat ceritanya. Jadi I suggest follow along and listen to all of the conversations. Basically, the conclusion, intinya ya, Elizabeth Sobek itu bikin penangkal untuk robot-robotnya Faro, dan mereka ada di US Command Robot Center gitulah ya, semacam kayak pangkalan militer robot Amerika gitu. Dan kita harus ke sana, dan di zaman ini namanya udah berubah jadi Grave Horde gitu ya. Kita akan uncover operationnya atau project Zero Dawn-nya di sana. Jadi intinya semua yang terjadi di dunia ini itu berhubungan dengan itu, berhubungan dengan project Zero Dawn yang dilakukan oleh Elizabeth Sobek, yang buat melawan Tony Stark-nya gitu ya, melawan Ted Faro-nya yang bikin robot-robot gila itu. Karena robot-robot itu ternyata bisa hidup sendiri. Organic matters itu dirubah menjadi anorganic gitu loh. Kayak mereka bisa replicating sendiri. Jadi udah nggak ada yang ngurusin. Jadi mereka bisa hidup sendiri. Dan mereka ngambil kehidupannya atau ngambil gasnya ya, atau bensinnya itu dari biomass. Atau kalau bahasa Indonesianya itu dapat dari bumi lah intinya ya. Kayak gas alam gitu loh. Dapat dari inti bumi. Makanya ketika dimakan, jadi robot-robot itu yang dibuat oleh Ted Faro, basically dia lama-lama bikin bumi kita jadi makin sakit gitu. Makanya si Elizabeth cari cara untuk nangkal, dan dibuatkanlah Project Zero Dawn itu tadi. Nah, cuman masih agak kurang jelas ya, jadi kita harus cari tahu jawabannya dulu secara kohesif gitu, lebih clear. Oke? So, yes, next kita
So much for being careful.
Selanjutnya kita harus pergi ke Grave Horde. Kita udah ada di ujung map nih, The Maker's End ya. Kita ada di semacam fasilitasnya Faro Corporation. Kita harus pergi jauh ke arah Grave Horde. Ini deket sama area baru juga nih. Oke, kalau gitu I think this is gonna be the end of the episode. Thank you for all of you that watched the episode until the end, and don't forget to leave a like, comment, and also subscribe for more videos. And we're gonna see you on episode 8 where we going to uncover Grave Hoard. Kita akan unfold the mystery dari Project Zero Dawn ya, sesuai dengan judul gamenya ya. Jadi kita udah makin deket sama endingnya sepertinya karena udah mulai nge-uncover misteri-misteri yang dipertanyakan oleh Aloy. Jadi I'm excited and I hope you too. So that's it. We're gonna see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.